We wanted to have this idea of green spaces like wherever you look. Rather than having pockets of green, it's almost like it's pockets of built up inside a green space is what we were trying to go for. Hi, I'm Lester Rosario, partner at Kamath and Rosario Architecture. Today I'm going to take you through a project called Maya. For detailed chapters and PDF ebook, visit buildofy.com. The client was basically a couple. The husband was a climate consultant and the wife a journalist. And they wanted us to build a house for them and their two dogs. The site is located in an upcoming part of the city, basically towards the airport, beyond Yalanka towards Road Barapur. The site area is 3,430 square feet and we have a total built up area of again 3,400 square feet. The design philosophy of the house basically I think originated from the fact that it was the larger part of the facade was facing south. So we wanted to bring in some of the light into the building, but the dappled light coming in and not the harsh light. So that basically gave rise to this screen that we created. So this is the ground floor, and so as you can see, the site is not it's not a square or a rectangular plot. It's an odd-shaped plot. So what we did was we kind of used the odd corner also to get the larger garden space. And so you enter the house through this small outside garden area, and then you come into the main space, which is a large living room. So the living room itself has a double height volume in the center which connects to the upper floor. So these sliding doors here completely open and stack up at this spot, so you get a clear unobstructed view to this space from the living room. So I've just opened up the glass partition which basically separates the living room from the garden space. So this was supposed to be the dog's living room and that was their living room. So this outside space where we have a swing basically serves as a multifunctional area where you can sit and chit-chat with friends. The client likes to tinker with a number of, he has a lot of hobbies. He's into carpentry, she's into painting. So this space becomes like a space that they can use for different activities, and obviously the greenery acts as an inspiration and nice thing to look at when you're doing that. So we've added a little bit of color here with these columns. So, we have a red on these two MS columns here, and the same red shows up in different elements of the house inside. So as you enter the house, the first thing that you see is the central courtyard, which also becomes the center of the master suite. We've planted an umbrella tree here, which on top has just a mesh. And so this provides a lot of shade to the space below, but allows a lot of cross ventilation. The master bedroom is actually part of a master suite, which kind of wraps around the central courtyard. And so the wrap around basically comprises of the bedroom itself, a walk-in wardrobe, and the master bathroom. So the master bathroom has these screens which when you need privacy you can pull down, and otherwise the bathroom can open up to the courtyard. So once you take the stair and go up to the upper floor, on the first floor the house gets a little unconventional because on the first floor we actually have the dining in kitchen, which normally happens on the ground. But here, because the clients themselves did not do any of the cooking, so they said, let's keep the space for what we would like to do. So that happens on the ground floor. But still, to have the connection to the ground, we have a double height space here, which creates a connection between these two volumes. So the kitchen extends onto the dining, and that on this side extends onto the double height. From the double height, as you can see, these strips of Sadarhalli. The idea here was, I mean, this is east facing, and so we have a lot of greenery on the other side. So the idea was to allow the light in and also to have some amount of a view to the street. In terms of the materiality, as you can see, the floor is a leather finish quota because the space, the volume is slightly lesser. So we decided to do a lighter color floor to make the space look a little lighter than we could afford to do a dark flooring on the ground floor because we had a larger expanse of space. But here, because it's smaller, we kept the flooring color a little more lighter. We have a terrace space here. So this kind of, again, steps from this area, step down, looking at this garden space. And so we have a utility in this corner and another bedroom here, which opens up, which has a balcony opening up to the street. The same stair doesn't continue all the way up. We have another stair under which we've kind of tucked the kitchen, and this goes up to the topmost floor. So once we come up here, we have like a study space and a multifunctional room which kind of again opens up to this large balcony. Multifunctional because it also has a Murphy bed which you can open and close. So coming to the facade of the building, so this was an idea I think that developed over the course of the project. We went through multiple iterations and multiple different ideas, and ultimately we came up with this. So what we've used is Sadarhalli, which is the Bangalore local stone. We wanted to bring in the light, but screen it as well. So that from there we came up with this idea of these fins. In terms of us using the stone which is Sadarhalli, which I mean it is a material that's been around forever, but I mean we've never used it this way, and realizing that it's such a beautiful material and we used the way we put it together, I think worked well for the project as a whole.